Misbah, you're one of the few players in the team to have played in the Boxing Day test before. You were here on the last tour, in the Boxing Day. Can you just talk a little bit about the difference in mood of the team that you played in then and this team here that is very much your team? I think it's a very different side, but also the mood looks very different to the last time you were here.
Yeah, overall, I think because we got good confidence behind us, especially after the last game, and what we have done over the years with this team, the kind of achievements we have. I think you could say it's more self-belief at the moment. The guys are relaxed, confident that they can perform well here. And obviously Boxing Day is an important test match, and people follow that test match. A lot of interest, public interest, especially here in Australia. People will come in huge numbers, and a lot of Pakistani fans, especially after the last performance, keen to come and support the team. So looking forward for a good test match and an important one, especially you could say Melbourne is always a special venue. So we are happy to be here and playing tomorrow.
Every player who's come and talked, and you can also see from the mood, there's a lot of confidence there in the players. Is there a danger that they might become overconfident, perhaps?
No, I don't think so. You can see that everybody is spending a lot of time in the nets, working on the basics, and don't want to leave anything behind before we are into the second test match, and that's a good sign. That we are confident, but at the same time we're focused and determined. So overall, I think I'm comfortable with the position we are at the moment as individuals and as a team.
Just about Andrew from 7 News. Any changes to your side from Brisbane?
Let's see tomorrow.
Mohammed Amir's fitness, how's his knee? Is he okay?
He's okay. He's bowling well. No problem with him. So.
And obviously, there's been a bit of talk about your form. I mean, does your confidence get shaken? Someone of your stature and your age, does anything shake you?
I think pressure is always there, and this is what international cricket is all about. You got these sort of phases, and every game is important for you, especially coming here in conditions which are difficult, but at the same time it's a challenge, and you're always determined to accept these challenges and get through this. This is all about, this is what sports is all about, and this is why you play this game. So you put yourself under pressure, you accept challenges, and then if you just come through that, this is what the enjoyment is, especially playing this game.
And Australia have gone with the same 11. Nick Maddinson at 6. What are your thoughts on them keeping Nick in the team? And do you see that as someone you can really target, that lower middle order of Australia? Do you see that as a weakness for Australia?
He's quite young at international level. I don't know, they're believing in him, so we have to think about every player, and you can't just write someone off and then at the end, I mean, that person can really hit you. I think everyone who is in the Australian team is capable enough to perform at international level. So we have to give respect to every player, and we have to plan and execute our strategies properly.
Misbah, Pakistan coach Vicky said that Imran Khan does not have pace for these conditions or these pitches. Do you think that he's good enough to bowl in these conditions?
I think so. I mean, he's been performing everywhere. He performed in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, where the conditions are tough for fast bowlers. He took wickets with the new ball and with the old ball. So we believe that he's good enough to play international cricket, and that's why he's here. That's the fact that his pace is a little bit, I mean, you could say, on the downside if you compare it with the others. But at the same time, if you're bowling 135, 136, you're putting the ball on the right ear and you're moving the ball around, you could be effective. So we believe that he's good enough to be part of the international side, but at the moment, unlucky that he's not making into the side because others are bowling well, and you could say that it's also the combination of the team.
Misbah, what do you think about Sohail Khan? Because it has been observed that he struggles in his third and fourth spells. So do you think that he has improved his fitness and now working on it?
Yeah, he's working hard, and he's a guy who gave us 5 in the previous, you see, 5-6 test matches, and that's really what we are looking for whenever he plays, because he's the guy who bowls the new ball very well, and if he can just get 2 or 3 wickets with the new ball, so that's always helpful for you, and he's the one who bowls reverse swing also well. Obviously, he knows that you need to just back up, come hard in the backup spells, because it's important for your team. You have to bowl at least 20 overs a day if you're playing 3-1. So he's working hard on that, and I think he knows that, and we're hoping that he'll be okay.
Misbah, it looks as if there's a bit of grass on the pitch at the moment. Do you think that will help Yasser a little bit more this time around? And what would you like to see from him differently this time compared to Brisbane?
There's a bit of grass on the pitch, but I know that temperatures are quite high here in Melbourne, and just feel the heat. So what we just make it from the practice pitches also, that as it goes on and on and on, day 3, 4, 5, definitely he might be more effective. So he's a world-class bowler, and he proved that, and he's bowling very well. So hoping that he will improve his performance and definitely go rewards.
Usually when Pakistan comes to Australia, the focus is on the batsman. But actually, over the last few years, the bowling has also struggled, the fast bowlers here. One, why do you think Pakistani fast bowlers struggle on Australian pitches? And 2, you're happy that whatever combination of bowlers you put out tomorrow, that they can adapt to these kind of conditions?
Yeah, we are hoping for that, and it's always difficult. That's what I said even before the tour, that it's not only the challenge for the batsman, it's always a challenge for the bowlers. Whoever comes here, especially the Asian teams, because the conditions are totally different, and sometimes it can get very flat, and you need to adjust those conditions as bowlers. Otherwise, you are giving away too many runs, leaking too many boundaries, and not putting any sort of pressure on a position. So you need to be very precise in your line and length. That's very important in Australia because of the true bounce and pace. Sometimes you could really get a lot of punishment here. So that's important for us as a bowling unit, and to get 20 wickets is always a challenge. I hope these guys are capable of that in any sort of conditions. And after the last test match, I think the bowlers would have been an idea that where we need to bowl, especially against some of the batsmen.
What did you learn about Steve Smith up in Brisbane in terms of his batting, and what tactics do you feel you may have to change to try and negate him in this test?
Steve Smith, you're talking about?
Yes.
He's a good player, and especially in these conditions, he can hurt you. First thing is important that we need to grab our opportunity. Whenever these sort of good players give you an opportunity, you need to grab that. And obviously, most of the teams know where the weakness is, and we have to exploit that. I mean, if the ball is swinging, if the ball is moving around off the seam, and you make the batsman drive through covers, and that's the area where anybody is in trouble, especially in Australian conditions where there's a bit of more pace and bounce. So most of the bowlers teams know that, but it's about executing it properly.
MCG में बॉक्सिंग डे के मौके पर 70-80 हज़ार का क्राउड और आपके प्लेयर्स जो पहली मरतबा यहाँ पर खेल रहे होंगे, कितने और एतमाद है आपके वो अच्छा डिलीवर कर पाएंगे प्लेसमेंट भी आपके लिए साथ लेकर चले। दूसरा फिर कॉम्बिनेशन में सुनने में आ रहा है जो चेंज, इसके बारे में माइंड में कब किया?
जी बिल्कुल, मेरे ख्याल में एग्जैक्टली पता है हमें कि हमने क्या खिलाना है बिल्कुल पिच पे और क्या हमारी स्ट्रेटजी होगी, इस बारे से बिल्कुल क्लियर है हम लोग। जहाँ तक प्रेशर की बात है तो आई थिंक जितना एटमॉस्फेयर अच्छा होता है उतना एज अ प्लेयर आपके लिए खेलने में आपको मज़ा आता है और उस चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट करने में मज़ा आता है। आई थिंक दैट विल बी फाइन। कॉन्फिडेंट टीम है इस टाइम, परफॉर्मेंस की वजह सब में मोस्टली जो बैट्समैन है वो अच्छा परफॉर्म करके आए हैं, तो आई थिंक इट विल बी ओके।
टेस्ट की कितनी अहमियत आपके लिए भी और दूसरे प्लेयर्स के लिए?
बिल्कुल बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्योंकि जहाँ पे फैंस का इंटरेस्ट ज़्यादा होता है वहाँ पे ऑब्वियसली वो मैच या वो सीरीज़ इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाती है। तो आफ्टर लास्ट गेम मेरे ख्याल में लोग बहुत ज़्यादा जो है वो एक्साइटेड हैं इस टेस्ट मैच के लिए, और स्पेशली यहाँ पे क्रिसमस के बाद अगले दिन लोग बहुत ज़्यादा तादाद में आते हैं और लोग इंजॉय करते हैं उस क्रिकेट को। और स्पेशली जो पहला दिन है उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा लोग होते हैं और दैट्स अ चांस किसी भी प्लेयर के लिए हीरो बनने के लिए।
तो लास्ट में पूछना चाहूँगा कि आपको अवार्ड मिला ICC की तरफ से, आप कह सकते हैं कि 2016 ईयर ऑफ मिसबाह?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जी, शुक्र अदा करूँ अल्लाह का जो कुछ भी आ रहा है। बट आई थिंक ओवरऑल मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि आप जो भी अचीव करते हैं एज इंडिविजुअल, टीम गेम है और विदाउट द सपोर्ट ऑफ योर टीम कुछ भी आप हासिल नहीं कर सकते। तो आई थिंक टीम को क्रेडिट जाता है सारी, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने अपनी परफॉर्मेंसेस से, अपने कंडक्ट से और अपने कैरेक्टर से ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तान टीम का इमेज चेंज किया बल्कि मुझे भी बहुत ज़्यादा उन्होंने सपोर्ट किया और हेल्प आउट किया कि आज मुझे ये अवार्ड मिला। मेरे ख्याल में उनके बगैर शायद ये पॉसिबल नहीं।
मिसबा, बस एक आखिरी क्वेश्चन ये कि एक बैट्समैन के लिए कितना मुश्किल होता है अपनी फॉर्म को रीगेन करना, स्पेशली स्टेज में? आप पास्ट में भी काफ़ी दफ़ा अपने फॉर्म को रीगेन किया, तो कितना मुश्किल होता है? और अभी आपने क्या कोई एक्स्ट्रा प्रेप की है इस मैच के लिए या नेक्स्ट में कुछ ज़्यादा टाइम आपने स्पेंड किया?
जी कोशिश यही की है कि जो स्पेशली आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टाइम गुजारते हैं ताकि आपकी जो बैलेंस है वो उतना बेहतर हो। और जितनी ज़्यादा आप प्रैक्टिस करते हैं ऑब्वियसली जो बॉडी मैकेनिज़्म है वो प्रॉपरली हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन है, आपकी जो फीट मूवमेंट है वो बेहतर होती है। तो कोशिश यही की है पिछले 3-4 दिनों में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करूँ प्रैक्टिस में, और जो प्रॉब्लम हो रही है या जो मेरा बैलेंस थोड़ा सा पिछले मैच में मुझे लग रहा था कि वो प्रॉपरली बैलेंस नहीं था मैं खेलते हुए, तो आई थिंक उस पर काम किया है। मुश्किल होता है बट आई थिंक दैट्स पार्ट ऑफ योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, और आपको पता होता है कि इसमें से कैसे निकलना है। एक ही तरीका है, जितना ज़्यादा आप टाइम स्पेंड करेंगे, जितनी आप मेहनत करेंगे और जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने माइंडसेट को पॉजिटिव रखेंगे इस चीज़ से निकलेंगे। अगर आप गिव अप कर देंगे तो मेरे ख्याल में फिर तो कोई चांस ही नहीं, बट यू हैव टू जस्ट कीप ट्राइंग।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Revive. Nestle Fruit of Vitals. Sip positive.